Hello everybody, hope you're well. It's been a while since we've done Facebook Live. It has been pure chaos recently. I have moved house now, so I lived in Surrey for a little while and now I'm back in central London. So that's been crazy, and I've been working really hard because we've had a really huge exhibition that we've been doing, and anybody that's really into the like beauty and personal care industry, you'll probably know about it. It's the In Cosmetic exhibition. So I've been setting up for that, which has been amazing, and actually today was the first day. So I've still got another couple of days left of it, but it has been absolutely phenomenal. And I've met some incredible people there already, which is great, and some really inspiring business owners, because a lot of the people that go there are very high caliber, CEOs, owners of brands and all sorts of different things. Some of the biggest brands in the world have been there exhibiting, which and obviously we've been there too. So it's been super fun. It's been incredible. And I just wanted to check in with you really, because obviously being around such an entrepreneurial spirit recently has made me think so differently about business. So I always was very big on business, and everybody that knows me knows how I like business is my life, and it has been for years. And learning about business and being the best that I can be in business has always been something that I've always strived for. So this, I'd say, last month or so has really shifted and changed how I've recently been thinking about business, because it's really strange how to describe it. It's always been like a very self-motivated person and able to kind of get on with things anyway. But sometimes I've been the sort of person, and like, we're all human, we wouldn't be human otherwise, but I've been the sort of person that when something happens, I couldn't sustain it. And when things were going really well, then it's easy to do. And when things aren't going really well, or you've got more challenges that you're dealing with in one go, or crisis, or whatever you want to call them, I have always been a sort of person that kind of goes into like, oh my God, how am I going to cope with everything? Something's got to give. And I think that's quite a subconscious thing. I was always a person that was like, something's got to give, like you can't do everything, something's got to give. And actually that's just a state of mind. And that was just something that I could use as an excuse to not continue doing what needed to be done. And I know that resonates with a lot of people, and particularly, I don't know if there's something in the air or something that's going on at the moment, because I've spoken to quite a few people who have been a little bit like, had this sort of state of mind recently. And I know two of my clients that I've been working with really closely in the last month or so have also felt like it's kind of just life been happening. So and the best way that I could help them is what I wanted to share with you. And one of the best ways that you can actually reach your goals and sustain them and not kind of fall off track is by giving yourself a minimum. An absolute bare minimum requirement that would take little to no effort. And I know that sounds really stupid, and I know that's going to sound a little bit Lulu, but I promise you it would make a huge difference. So I'll give you an example. Say one of your goals is to do 20 push-ups a day. Okay, and I was listening to an incredible podcast on this today with, again, I'm huge on listening to podcasts and love learning from people that are already up there with the best of the best. And so I was listening to a podcast today and they were talking about this too. So I'll give you an example of the way that you can actually set yourself up to be in a really great place, even when you don't want to be. And one of them is by, so let's give you an example. Say you want to do 20 push-ups a day, okay? And you think, right, okay, I'm going to do them in the morning. And then the morning comes and you're like, I really can't bother doing 20 because it's so daunting. And I know that for some people that's like a walk in the park, but a lot of people would probably find that quite tiring. It's quite a daunting thing, something that they can't be bothered doing. It's the same with the gym. Like, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work out for an hour a day, or I'm going to go to network every single night, or whatever it is. Like, these things can be quite a daunting task. Or when you give yourself, like, I need to speak to 5 people a day and sell my services. I need to go and go to the gym, whatever it is. But I'll use the example of the push-ups for now, okay? you need, or meditation as well. I'll give you another example of meditation because that's a really good one, and that was something that can really resonate with me. So one of the best ways that you can actually do this is by saying, okay, I'm not going to do 20, I'm going to do 10. No, in fact, no. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 1 or 2 push-ups, okay? Or, you know, you want to meditate for 20 minutes a day. And now I'll give you one of my goals. One of my goals is to actually really get into transcendental meditation, because I do meditate anyway, but I really want to go really, really deep with it. And one of the biggest goals I have is to go and do transcendental meditation. And the best way that you can actually do transcendental meditation is by doing that 20 minutes for twice a day. So I'm going to say to myself, okay, because as a person, like, my brain is always going a million times an hour. I'm thinking about 50 things in one go whilst I'm doing another 50 things at that time. So I'm always doing something, and I'm always running around. And ask anybody recently, like, I have literally just not stopped from the second that I wake up in the morning until my head hits the pillow. So which is why I've literally not been doing my Facebook Lives. I've been so packed out that, as an excuse as this may sound, but I've physically not had the time. And this is why I wanted to tell you about this, because this is one thing that I have learned from it. So doing your transcendental meditation, I'm not going to say and commit myself to doing 20 minutes in one go, because I know that when it comes down to it, I'm going to go 20 minutes. God, in that time, I could listen to a podcast, drive my car to somewhere and eat, or I could make a protein shake and get to where I need to go and listen to a podcast. There's so much I could feel like I could do in those 20 minutes. And meditation is incredible for you anyway, but I don't know. I know that if I know I've got to do 20 minutes of it, I won't do it. So I'm going to commit to doing 1 minute of meditation, just 1 minute. So then when I'm doing that minute, when I'm in that minute, I know that I'm going to carry on, because it's easier to carry on once you're already doing it, because I've committed to a small goal. So it's the same with your push-ups. So you're going to do 20 push-ups, you commit to doing 2 push-ups, and I can almost guarantee that by the time you've done 2, you'll do another one, and you go, oh, it's all right, I'll just do 5. Oh, it's all right, I'll just do another 5. And before you know it, you've done 20. And that is the way to actually hit your goals and keep doing them. Commit to something much, much smaller than what your actual goal is, and you'll keep going. Now, I'm not saying that when it comes to your massive, massive goals where you want to be the best that you can be. I'm talking about the little daily habits that are really going to help you and get into it, because goals as a whole is quite a broad thing, but most people know. But if you don't, your goals are literally just a build-up of your daily habits. So figure out your daily habits, commit to the bare minimum, and even when you can't be bothered doing it, you think, okay, bare minimum, I'm doing 2. Or bare minimum, I'm doing 1 minute of meditation. Or bare minimum, I'm going to do a 5-minute Facebook Live. Bare minimum, I'm going to speak with 1 person instead of 10. Bare minimum, I'm going to go to one face-to-face networking event a week instead of 5. Like, really commit yourself to the bare minimum so that you don't daunt yourself. And those little daily habits, you'll find that the bare minimum you'll do exceed. And not only will that then reinforce that you are able and you are capable of doing something, it will also then help you to keep going forward and taking the next step and taking the next step. And before you know it, your bare minimum will go up, because one minute of meditation, I'll be like, well, I know that I can commit to more than that, because I'm really definitely more willing to do that, because that 1 minute now is the equivalent to what would 5 minutes would be. So those things really, really help. So that is one of the biggest things that I wanted to share with you, because I learned how to do this because I was somebody that could really commit when things were going well. Like, I could commit to doing everything that needed to be done, and there was no problems. But then when I was dealing with challenges or dealing with something else, some things would just go off the wayside. Okay. My phone's going crazy. So those things would go by the wayside because I wouldn't commit to it, because I'd be like, I've got too much I need to think about. I can't do this right now. I can't do that right now. I can't do this. So now I've learned how to set myself a bare minimum that no matter what happens, I am doing it. That is so easy to do, that would literally take me 2 seconds, and then I've committed to it. And then I know that once I'm in that zone, I can keep going, and I can go to the next level, and I can go to the next level. The second thing that I wanted to touch on, and this is just something I wanted to just kind of add in, I just thought about now, was setting yourself up for these great things when you're in a good state of mind. So for example, the night before you want to go to the gym. You're going to go to the gym. If your gym kit is not 20 seconds away from your bed, you will not be going to the gym in the morning, because most people don't do it. Because if you think about it, I've got to get up, I want to go and get the trainers, and find my clothes, and then I need to find my car keys, I need to get in the car, I need to drive. Like, if your gym kit's already there and you've got your protein shake ready to go, and whatever, your Fizz Sticks, your Phytosport, whatever it is you use, and your water, it's all ready to go, within 20 seconds of your bed, maybe not the water and the protein or whatever, but the clothes, and you're in that zone and that straight away, that frame of mind, you're gonna go to the gym. But if you've got to piss around and fuck around before you even get there, you're not gonna go. So when you're in a good state of mind with really great intentions to do something, really do everything you can to set yourself up for success just in case that time comes when you do need to be doing it and you don't want to, because that's something that happens all the time and most people don't account for. So make sure that you definitely do account for it. So those are the two biggest things that I wanted to kind of share with you today, because it's going to help you no end. And I tell you, it's helped me no end, because now I have my complete minimum, and I know to set myself up every single time I am going or feel like I might not commit to something. So those are the two things. If you try it, let me know how it goes for you. If you want to know or want a little bit of help in finding out how to figure out your bare minimum, your minimum committed amount, then give me a shout and I'll help you figure that out, because it's all about you. It's all about what you are capable of doing. It's what you are prepared and committed to do. So give me a shout if I can help anybody in any way. But I'm going to leave it short and sweet tonight, because I've got a lot to do. So, and I did want to commit to 5 minutes of this, so I've done it. Anyway, enjoy your evening, guys. Anything I can help with, give me a shout. Night night.